Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Um, I feel really official. I'm like at my desk. This is a big deal for me. So my title tonight is What Would I Be If I Stopped Waiting? And I chose that because I think even though we click the promoter button, sometimes we still are waiting for something amazing to happen, as if we clicked that button. So now magic, just because we decided, is going to happen. And so I think when we are wondering why we get past the VIPs and now we're supposed to be just like amazing, all knowing, we have all of these limiting beliefs that creep in. And we have things that are stopping us that we don't really recognize as the things that are holding us back, fears that we haven't actually labeled. Does that make sense? We haven't really talked about them. We haven't let them out. They're just those inner thoughts that are with us. So things like fear of criticism, being judged. Why is she trying to do this? Um, we need approval. We need applause. We need permission or validation to be doing this. I'm going to do this when I have enough followers. I'm going to do this when enough people show up in my inbox. I'm really just going to hustle after people are showing me they want me to keep doing it. Um, or we're telling ourselves, this is hard. I don't have the instant gratification that other people are having. Or this is making me really uncomfortable and I feel embarrassed talking about it. And so you get in that negative mindset of I'm not good enough, I don't deserve this, um, I'm not like Jess, I'm not like Ashley. Or you get in that competitive mindset rather than that complementary mindset where we are full of gratitude for where we are just at, not because we're competing against each other for likes or for follows or for potentials that are in our inbox in the morning or that are reaching out or customers referring people or whatever it is. We are here to complement one another. So I love rose gold, and so maybe I want grays or a muted denim to go with it. Those are all complementary. We're here to make a color scheme. We aren't here to bash against each other and try and one up each other. I hope that makes sense. But I think that as a team, that's something that we're trying to do, is that we all have a hand in something in building each other up. And so how do we get past this? First of all, I think that your why has to just be rock solid. My why has evolved since I started, because when I said yes, obviously my deal was mental health. Not that now I don't have some issues that I need to be working on with weight, with my hypothyroidism, but my why started with mental health. I needed to feel good, for one. But two, it was going to be a side hustle so that I could build a retirement nest egg. But now I'm home. I'm home full time. And it took me some time to get in a different mindset that now I want to stay home full time. So I am hustling my butt every day because that's what I want to maintain. And so the other thing is the why for you. Are you doing it because people have told you, oh, you need to do something, you need to prove yourself? If it's for somebody else, it's not going to happen. It might for a while, but you're going to burn out because you're not going to get the results and you're not going to get the approval from them because they were never going to approve of what you were doing anyway. They were just pouring out a reflection of how they feel about themselves, not really about you. And so you've got to decide why you're here. You need to fill your heart, your mind, your soul with gratitude, with thanksgiving, and with love. And you need to feel those things every day, like actually feel them. We can say them, we can just say them, we can write them, but do we feel them? And really ponder that. That took me some time to understand, to actually feel love and feel the gratitude. Like those are deep. They are not surface at all. Those are completely different. And so we need to become limitless in the pursuit of our dreams, meaning we are unstoppable, we are unshakable. Nothing, no grass looks greener, no commission base looks better, but we're here for a reason. We're here because we fell in love with the products. We're here because we fell in love with Le-Vel and the things that they stand for and their values. We're here because we fell in love with the tribe and the community and the leadership. So why are you here? Are they unshakable? Are your reasons for being here unshakable? The passion that you have is going to give you the confidence that you need to attract people, to draw people in. I always felt like when I was saying I feel great or anything like promoting myself, it felt like that people were going to think that I was haughty, that I was bragging or boasting. It's it's the way you say it that makes people want to keep coming back to you. Does that make sense, right? Um, it's not like, damn, I'm hot, you know, it's, I feel so amazing. I can feel the change. I can feel a change coming around. There's a shift in how I feel. I feel full of joy. I feel full of love. Um, and I'm proud of myself for doing this because I stayed committed. I made a decision. I became disciplined, and then I became diligent about it. Because with diligence means that you give it your best effort every single day. That's the difference right there. Diligence. It's not that you showed up, it's that you showed up with diligence. You put thought in it. You didn't just throw something up haphazardly. You thought about what you wanted to share. You wanted to reach someone, not everyone, someone. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I have tons of notes. The other thing is that this isn't a quick fix. You're not going to instantly have money. You're not going to instantly have a huge team. It's going to take time. Um, I'm just about 9 months in, and I can finally say that when I wake up, I have people in my inbox. It's taken me a long time to build a residual following that's been watching what I'm doing, and they're like, damn, she's still doing it. I probably need to ask her because this looks like she's in it for the long haul. It doesn't have to be because it's 90 days. It can be years, but people are watching you and they're watching that you show up every day with your 3 steps, and they're watching that you're still talking about it, and they still see that sticker, and they still are asking about what the sticker is or what's in your shake or what are the vitamins that you're taking. It doesn't have to be the 3 steps. It can be any part of our nutrition system, because what draws them in is that they found something they love, and so they're going to start scrolling through what other options there are and asking you questions about what else is available for them that can make a difference in their life, because maybe they just wanted to dip a toe in. They weren't ready to jump all the way in, but we don't want to discourage them from dipping that toe in, because they could be one of your most loyal customers in a year. They could be the ones that are referring everybody to you because you didn't push them or didn't say, oh, well, you're not for me because you won't spend $150. So we don't want to limit anybody from ever trying anything. And even if they aren't a day one thriver, it doesn't mean that they won't have success. So don't get discouraged by that. I've had people that weren't, but they were like, you know what? I've seen that it's taken you some time for me to realize what you were doing, so I'm just going to keep going. you know? And so you just want to keep encouraging them, keep checking in on them, because this is for the long haul. This is an investment, not just for you, it's an investment for them. This is something long term for you, or you wouldn't have chosen to do it. It's because you want something different in the future, not tomorrow. And I think that's really important, is that you become invested in them, they become invested in you. So for me, why am I here? I think in the mastermind, they talked about that when we have lives and we have trainings, we should share our why. So I'm here because I feel amazing. I couldn't say that 9 months ago when I uh, sent that little heart to Shay and wanted more information again on the system. I was in a dark, dark place. My mental health had never been so terrible, that it was all I could do to get through a day. And so I'm here because now I feel fantastic. And that has continued to be my why, is that I've had exponential personal growth. Both Jess and Shay could attest to that. Anybody in the leadership group can attest to the growth that I have had personally. And I was in a hiding stage for 20 years of my life, just staying in the shadows, not drawing attention to myself because of the situation I was in. And I'm finally getting to unpeel those layers and figure out who I am. And I love, love, love the way I feel. And I love helping people. And I want people to feel the same things that I feel, that joy and that happiness every single day. And so that's why I'm here. I'm here because I cannot and I will not go back to feeling like I did before. I have more work to do. Yes, I want to rank up. Yes, I want to level up. There's a lot of growth still for me, but I'm not going to do that just sitting back. I'm going to do that because I push myself and I make myself feel uncomfortable, and I do the things that are really hard for me. Lives are hard for me. I made a deal with myself. I would do it at least once a week. And that's going to happen. And it has been. And then I'm going to push myself that I'm going to do it twice a week. And we don't have to already have it all figured out. It's just if we're willing to take that next step to plan that progression so that we do level up, whether it's tomorrow, that bam, everybody wants you, or it takes you a year or 2 years to build that. The thing is that that's building loyalty. That's building long term, pushing ourselves. And even if it feels forced to do the things that you're not comfortable with, makes such a big difference. And to just feel confident with what you're doing. If I'm unsure, I'll say, I'm going to get right back to you, but let me reach out to some of the leaders, or let me look in our cloud office and see if I can find some additional information for you, or open a ticket about it. Don't try and hang on tight to them like you're going to lose them. They're not expecting you to know everything, but let them know you're going to get back to them as soon as you find out. And if it's taking longer than you thought it would, follow up with them and say, hey, I'm still working on that. That will let them know that you care about what their issues are. And it builds that relationship of trust right then and there, because you're willing to get the answers for them. The thing that I really have been pushing myself to do is that every day is that first day of excitement. Every day is a promo day. Every day I'm taking my vitamins is like, day one that I became a promoter, so that I don't get bored. Watch other people's stories. It doesn't mean you're going to copy them, because that is the whole thing. We are not copy and paste, but we create and this is a hard word for me, duplicatable business. So the idea is that we can duplicate what people are doing, but we're not doing what people are doing, because I can't be Ashley. I can't hop on every morning and talk while I make my shake. That's just not something I can do. I'm not totally comfortable with it, but I love seeing her smiley face, and I love that she just perks me up in the morning. That's something that she does every single morning. I love seeing Kristen go for her walk every morning. Like, there are just things that people do, and it's like, oh, you've got me all pumped up, and that's what we're here for. Side Sisters Leadership, we're here to help inspire you, not to have you imitate us, because we can't imitate each other and have the same results. I can't be Jess. I can't be Shay. I can't be Danielle. I don't have two little cute kids running around all the time that make me smile. That's not going to be me. I'm an empty nester. I'm on a whole different level. And so everybody has a different stage that we're in. And that's the part I love, because I can watch all these single girls like Brittany just have so much fun. And then there's the families, there's the grandmas, and then there's just me, the big mama here with all these kids, because you guys are all younger than me. But, that's okay. That's why we're all a good team. And so I think that what we have to remember, and this started with our GOAT Saturday with Jason and Paul, they started saying these things, and they have continued to say them in our masterminds. Don't complicate things. Keep things simple. Do your 3 steps. Show your 3 steps. Do your IPAs, your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s. Create your business non-negotiables. Maybe you can't get all of it in every day. Maybe it has to be in segments throughout the day. I know we've talked about this over and over again, but create your non-negotiables. I am going to post on Facebook, and I am going to post on Instagram, and I'm going to fill my stories with my days. That's what I do. If I feel like I have something that comes up that I want to share, I will post a 3rd time. But for me, 2 is non-negotiable. I always get the 2. And so create your non-negotiables. You know what you can manage in a day that will build your own confidence and build the following, because you are being consistent. The worst thing is that you post 5 or 6 times on one day, and then we never see you for 3 days. It'd be better that you spread out what you want to share throughout the week if you think that's going to be a problem for you, and you have a busy week ahead of you, than it would be to post like 5 things in one day and then no one hears from you because it looks like you dropped off the face of the earth. It also makes people think that you're not very active in your business either, and that you're not pushing your business. So figure out what you can do every day, and that way you're not setting yourself up to fail or feel disappointment. Be clear and concise. This is something I've learned with my past corporate job career in HR. Bullet point your thoughts. Run on sentences. People are not reading long paragraphs. That's just something I know, because I worked with 45 doctors. They don't read crap. They read bullet points. They want to know what you're thinking and get it done. So that would be my advice, is to really try and be concise with what you want to say. I know a lot of times there's a lot of stuff you want to say, but maybe save that for a live, and really try and be concise with what you want to share, because it keeps people interested. And the only reason I really would follow back with that is because my 20-something-year-old kids are like, Mom, that has too much crap to say. We're not reading that. Nobody's reading that. They're looking at your picture and seeing if what you said is interesting. But if it's so much to read, they're probably not reading it, and they just kept scrolling. So I've taken that to heart. You can do with it what you want, because obviously my page is my page and your page is going to be yours. But it is a nugget, because millennials, Generation Z, these are all the up and coming people that we're looking at, that are going to want your information and want to know about what you're doing. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I think that I have ladies, girls, whatever, that I go to when I'm feeling like I need a lift, and we can inspire one another. Don't be afraid to reach out if you feel stuck, or that you've hit a wall, or you just can't quite get over the hump. I used to be afraid to do that, and that was a limiting belief that really stumped me. And I think it stumped my growth for quite a few months before I just got over my fear of, 1, them thinking I was stupid, but 2, that what they had to say really would calm me down, because I'd be like, oh, now that I've said it, that's really not how things are, or that's not what I should be thinking, or now I recognize that this is a limiting belief within myself. I don't need to be thinking that. And so I think that our tribe is like totally just one of a kind in that way. We want to be helping you. we don't want you to be quiet. We want to help you. We want to lift each other up. And I love that about this tribe. Um, and I think that when you're thinking, I don't have enough to share, I have nothing inspiring to say, you need to flip that script. And we talk about that all the time. If you are saying you don't, that's what you are going to get. Does that make sense? If you say, like today, I told myself all day, I am so excited to share with you guys today. That changed my whole mindset of having to get into Kristen's box and go, what the hell am I doing? I have nothing to share today. Or to send crying faces to Ashley, like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. Like, I didn't let myself go there today because that's not really how I feel. I was excited to come here and I didn't want my fears to stop me from keeping that excitement at the level I wanted it to be so I could keep bringing good back to me. We don't need to say we don't have anything. We do. We all have something to share. We all have something to share. And if we're saying to the universe, if we're praying about it, whatever it is that you believe, I have something to share, I have something to say, you are going to find those words and you are going to bring in that someone that needed to hear that. Of course, you're not going to catch everyone. I'm sure that if we were all in a line, I wouldn't have been somebody that you would have gone to versus whoever you signed up with. It's because of whoever you connect with. And so there's going to be your team, your tribe is out there waiting to hear what you have to say that draws them in. So believe in yourself. Believe in the products. Have confidence in the products. Kristen shared the back office and all of the trainings. Take advantage of all of those golden nuggets that they have there. It's amazing, the products that they have, the information that's there. Do things. For me, I have to have a list. I know not all people do, but I have to have these boards and I have to look at things. I am a paper girl. I grew up in that generation maybe, and that's why, and I've tried to adapt and put them all in my phone, but I want to see them. When I walk in my office and in my workout room, I want to see what I have going on. I don't want to have to look at my phone. And I've decided that that actually is more inspiring to me, to see my affirmations written out instead of having them in my phone. I have to go find them and read them. Sorry, I'm getting long-winded. So here are some non-negotiables. I've probably read like 5 of Cara Alwill-Leba's books. If you don't know her, she's Girl on Fire, Girl Code, Like She Owns the Place, Sparkle. She has a blog. She has a vintage clothing store. She's unbelievable. So in this new book that I'm reading of hers, Girl on Fire, she has some non-negotiables, and these are things that can be really applied to our life here, like as promoters. One, we choose ourselves first. We work for it, we hustle, we grind, and we create a balanced consistency. We view rejection as redirection. We turn no's into not nows. We rework what we've been doing if we notice it's not working. And we take away lessons learned. What have I learned from this? What do I need to do? What does somebody need to hear from me today? Ask yourself, think about it. Speak kindly to yourself and about yourself. If I were to get in someone's inbox all the time and be like, ugh, I'm so lame, I'm so dumb, they're going to start believing that too, because that's all you're telling them, is that you're lame and you're dumb. You're not. You are smart, you're independent, you're intelligent, and you're powerful. You need to tell yourself those things. Stay positive and speak positive things about your future and your dreams. The more we speak out the things that we believe we desire, the more those things are brought back to us. If you're saying one thing, but you're thinking another, you're actually just crossing them out. So you've got to speak it, you've got to believe it, you've got to feel it. You have to feel it. That's the difference, is that you feel it, it's true. See that it's true in your mind. That's what makes a change. We reject the status quo, meaning we aren't going to copy and paste. We aren't going to do what everybody in Arbonne is doing, or Monat, I don't know, whatever that is, the shampoo company. I actually have that shampoo, but I can never say what they want because I want to make it difficult. Or I don't know, whatever other ones get in my box all the time. We aren't going to spam and cold call people and say, oh, we think you'd be so great at this. I've got 3 spots open. Come join me. We're rejecting that. We're doing it differently. We are different. And then we understand that we will fail, and that's okay. We're willing to climb the mountain. We're willing to climb past failure. We're willing to rise up and be stronger than we were before the failure, because now we've learned something from it. We celebrate our successes, and we celebrate our side sisters' successes. We celebrate other people's successes in life, in business, whatever they've chosen to do. We celebrate life. We celebrate people's good fortune, and it makes us better people for doing that. And we do it genuinely, not half-heartedly or like, but I wish it was me, but really just genuinely celebrate other people's wins and be so happy for them. It fills you with so much joy and with so much love. It's unreal. And then you want to create boundaries that protect your energy and your peace of mind. We can only say yes to so many things until we need to be saying no for our own mental health. We need to be very intentional with the time that we allot for business. I find myself getting very sidetracked and just, I'm like, okay, I got to rein it in. I only have so much time I've given myself, and this is what I need to be doing. And I find that I get sucked into it at night, and I should be spending time with my husband who's been at work all day, and that should be my time. And then I just get sucked in. And so it's something I have to work on. And then I just can't say this enough, but we are blazing trails of different. We're here to create better. We're here to offer hope. We're here to make a difference. And it's because we're blazing brand new trails. We aren't walking that same journey everybody has, but Jess and Shay are taking us somewhere else. So I'm sorry, I'm done. I want to wrap this up with that what we have is gold. We've heard this over and over. The products, premium nutrition, the company and their values. The comp plan is unmatched. The tribe is one of a kind. We are recreating the norm here, and I am so excited to be part of it and so grateful to be part of it. And I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to share thoughts with you guys and to be part of this team. And I hope that that was helpful to you guys. And I love you all.